Please.
Jerry, we talked about it before the players came out. This is half a chance for USA to build a little bit of momentum.
Well, they've got to take it one game at a time. And I tell you, this is a great choice to put Van Boening out there because he feels pressure possibly less than any other team member.
You know, for all of us here and all of you at home wondering the worst defeat Team USA has ever suffered in this, you might think 11-5 should Europe win this match. It's not the worst. It ties the worst. 2008 in Malta, 11-5 to Team Europe back then. So this is not unfamiliar territory for either side.
Van Boning's in the office ready to go to work. He's made the one ball in the side pocket. He's been having a little trouble with that this week, but he's got a legal break. Tough shot on the two, but at least he's got a shot.
Yes, and the break has not been friendly to Shane Van Boening in this year's Mosconi Cup, Jerry. So much is expected of him, all the pressure, but as you said, nobody embraces pressure better than Van Boening.
A big start, huge shot here. Needs that ball to drain into the corner, and it does not.
Very interesting, though, for European captain Johan Ruschink to bring Vandenberg back out as we see that miss once again from Van Boening. You know, Johan's Dutch, Nick is Dutch. You know they're going to be good buddies, and I've just got a feeling that he wanted to give his pal a chance at revenge because you know that Johan expected Van Boening, if not Van Boening, Archer.
Extension, please.
Absolutely. And Vandenberg, you know, that miss from Van Boening had to put a real lift in his spirit. So he's really at the table with a free shot here. He didn't expect to be standing here right now.
You know, also interesting, Jerry, nobody wants to be out there and play the last match in the Mosconi Cup on the losing side. And by contrast, every one of the Europeans, they want to hit the last 9 ball to win the Mosconi Cup. Who wouldn't?
Oh, that 2-ball railed itself into the corner pocket, but no matter how it gets there, it counts.
Yeah, watch it again. Caught that top cushion, but just the speed to allow it to drop. You know, at the outset, every one of these players, all pals of mine and friends of yours as well, we've known them all for a number of years. We really just like to see good pool. But Team USA has just not performed. You got to call a spade in this one. Team Europe, to a man, have just outplayed them.
Yes, this year that's so true. Europe has been in their highest gear, and America seems to be spinning some wheels here.
All that international experience that Team Europe possess. I said it at the outset of the program. They travel around the world, honing their craft, and I think that's where the Americans right now are just falling a little short. They don't have that hardened game, that seasoning that you get when you're on the road playing in, you know, in strange conditions and building that confidence, that composure in unfamiliar waters. And I think that's what Team Europe has over Team USA.
Vandenberg one shot away from breaking Van Boening's serve, and this is a huge advantage. He'll not only get the first point and the lift from that, but he'll also be coming back with the break shot.
Yeah, big first rack win for Vandenberg, and Shane knows it as well. Captain Ruschink right there. He looks like a man on a mission, doesn't he, Nick Vandenberg?
Yeah, and we've been watching Vandenberg this week, and you know as well as I that the more points he makes, the more determined he gets, the better he plays. He's just, once he gets on a roll, he really rolls well.
Sean Putnam to your left, Captain Charlie Williams, non-playing Captain Charlie Williams. He's certainly going to take a little bit of heat for the performance. And in fairness, as you see Johan Ruschink, these captains, it's just about bringing the best out. You've got thoroughbreds. It's just a matter of letting them run.
Vandenberg with his first break of the day. He also deposits the one ball in the side pocket and has a legal break. And a shot on the 2, Jim. It's a long one, but he's got a shot.
Yeah, nothing easy about this one, Jerry. Chance into the side pocket for the 2 as we see the break from Vandenberg once again. Nick's good friend, Huji C, watching back in the Netherlands. I mistakenly said that Huji was the world 9-ball champion. In fact, he is the world 10-ball champion. Aki Garayama from Japan, the world 9-ball champion.
Good job on that name.
Try and say that name after a few beers.
Yeah. Try and say it before a few beers.
But that's just how strong Team Europe is when you've got the world 10-ball champion at home watching. Oh, this is a nice shot from Nick.
Well, he's a little close to his work here, but.
And it looks like the 5-6 is dead set, Jerry, so he'll leave himself a nice angle in depositing this 3. Get on that 4 and play the 5-6 combination.
Yeah, he's left the cue ball on the proper side of the 4 so that it's a very simple task to get onto that combo now. Seven and 8 will wait together on the side rail.
This would be simple. He'll just be able to knock this in, draw back, play the 5 to the same pocket. I'd like to leave a little angle on this 5, Jerry, wouldn't he? Try and get a little closer to the 7.
Yes, he would. And I believe he's left himself just enough. He'll have to punch this a little bit or roll 2 rails forward, his choice, but I have no doubt he'll be on that 7 at the end of this shot. And boy, he has really gotten the job done now. He has done a great job of keeping Van Boening in his chair, chilling that South Dakota arm down.
Not bad. There's still a little work to do, though. He's got to be careful here. He might try and just kill this and play the long 8, but he's got an awful lot of angle. Option B would be to run around the angles.
Extension,
play the 8
please.
to the same corner. That's what Nick's looking at right now. If he can just try and float this in, spin it with a slow drag, and kill the speed of the cue ball to play the long 8.
That's a pretty touchy shot.
He's going to draw back, play the 8 to the same corner.
Has to watch the side pocket if he does that.
Wow.
Oh, wow. He really took the side pocket completely out of play. Very, very smart shot. He settles for the longer shot on the 8, but it's a piece of cake for him.
Jerry, that was the riskiest way to play the shot. Obviously brimming with confidence is Nick Vandenberg. A long, tricky 8 here.
He has bobbled and he has given Van Boening the opportunity he needs. Now can Van Boening keep the momentum going on his side?
That was a pressure ball, that 8, because it carried the rack win with it. And Van Boening capitalizes, looking to plant that memory firmly into Nick Vandenberg's brain. 1-1, the race to 6.
Vandenberg just has to put that out of his mind. Forget that 8 ball ever existed, because that'll shake your arm up.
And your nerve. You saw Johan come down, just pat him on the back. Nick acknowledging it. Secret to success in this game: keeping positive thoughts only in your head. Can't change what's happened. You can only control what's to come.
Van Boening is going to really need a great break shot here. He would like, obviously, nothing better than to keep Vandenberg in his chair and edge out to a bit of a lead here. All depends on this shot.
Rack 3, USA
You hear it all
breaking.
the time about
Match
the
is
break
tied at
being the
1.
most important shot in 9-ball. Well, you hear it all the time because it's true.
Needs a ball down. Two balls down, in fact.
Oh, but he's miles away from that 2-ball, Jim.
But he does have a shot, Jerry. He can cut this in. You see the 1 going to the side and that 8 kicked into the corner pocket. But Shane does have a long, tricky shot on the 2. You know he's going to be taking this one on. Natural angle will bring the cue ball right back up for the 3 next.
Really has to let his stroke out here. Down. And the 3-ball waits by the side pocket.
Well, that one thought about staying on the playing surface. He caught it a bit thicker than he would have liked, and that's why he's hampered a little bit cueing. He should have been a little closer to this 3. Still expect him to get it. Oh, good shot. He hit a couple shots yesterday under pressure. He just cued so well.
Hard work of this rack is over. Now on the way down table, he just wants to make sure he avoids all the traffic.
Jerry, you said it. They've got to play this match now, 1 ball, 1 rack at a time. Play back into respectability first, and then see if you can apply a little pressure to those back European arms.
Shane urging that cue ball to move on down the table. He's got what he needs here.
Yeah, more importantly, Jerry, he's got what Team USA needs, a lead.
The steady arm of Shane Van Boening delivers the 9-ball into the corner pocket. Nick Vandenberg watches on. The crowd is all ready for this entire evening of play. We'll be right back.
Final day of the Mosconi Cup. Europe on the verge of victory, but needing 1 more point. Team USA fighting for survival. Shane Van Boening the man under pressure, but so far he has responded in style, taking 2 of the opening 3 racks as we pick up the action at the start of the 4th.
Rack 4.
And obviously,
Europe is breaking.
as you would
USA
expect,
leads
the Scorpion
2
Johnny
to 1.
Archer will be up next if Van Boening can pass the baton over to him.
Vandenberg will be doing everything in his power to prevent the appearance of Archer this evening. Oh, he has missed the 1 in the side.
I think he got the wing ball, oh, Jerry. 6 into the corner pocket. He
Yep.
does have a shot at the 1 here. An illegal break. Illegal break being when 3 balls pass the head string. Every ball pocketed counts as a ball having passed the head string, so this is perfectly legal from Vandenberg's perspective.
Well, if he can put this 1 ball away and get shape on the 2, the rest of the table lays very nicely for him.
Yeah, it looks like he can just go right around it here. Play the 2 into the top left corner. The angle just straight follow.
One ball indeed into the corner pocket with shape on the 2.
Yeah, next shot isn't going to be so easy, Jerry. He's just off angle on this 2 to make it easy to get position to the 3. This is going to take a good stroke from Nick.
He's going to try and kill the cue ball with left-hand English and come straight back up the table. What a shot.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Couldn't have hit that one any better.
Vandenberg taking a bit of a study of the rest of the table as you watch that last shot again. He has all of his paths plotted out in his mind.
Just important that Nick forgets the memory of that missed 8 in the second rack that he knows he had at his mercy. He's going to have to draw this back, play the 5 to the same pocket as the 4. A little tricky here.
You'd never know it. Man played it like it was a hanger.
Yeah, if he'd have caught that a little thinner, the cue ball would have gone into the 5, so he had to guard against that 4 going into the left-hand side of the pocket, as we saw.
Anything in the center of the table with that cue ball will be fine for the 8. It's going to draw back out. Boy, his touch is on. His speed control is great today.
Yeah, this is what you like to see when you're looking to win a rack. Stop shot on the 8. Well, he may pull over the other side, play the 9 in the same pocket. Looked like the 8 was straight in. It wasn't. He had a bit of angle there.
Vandenberg puts his second 9 ball away, and we are knotted up at 2 here in our race to 6. Team Europe cheering on their man. Van Boening just says, give me another opportunity at that table. I'll show you how to play.
Shane and Nick treated us to a hill-hill match yesterday on day 3. I wonder if we're going to see the very same. So little to choose between these two players.
Boy, what a week we've had here in Las Vegas. MGM Grand has been a perfect host, and the weather's been gorgeous. Sunny days, cool nights, although it's been a bit dry, Jim. I understand the cows are turning into beef jerky in the fields. And I know I've gone through a case of lip balm.
Rack 5, USA breaking. Score is 2-2.
Van Boening with the controls. This match on serve, 2-2. He won the lag. And that's a legal break again. Wing ball down. He's got a shot at the 2, Jerry, but, or sorry, the 1, but he's going to have to play this into the side pocket.
Yeah, this opening shot, as usual, is a bit of a tester. Needs the 8 ball to move out of the way.
What a shot. What a shot from Shane there. Modest applause. Mike DeShane, Rodney Morris looking on. They didn't applaud that shot. I thought that was a terrific shot. Now he'll just knock this in.
Extension, please.
Keep the cue ball the same side of the table. Play the long 3. And a stop shot for the 4 into the side pocket.
Yeah, he can focus solely on putting this 3 ball down. Well, that gives him the shape he needs.
When Shane won that match yesterday, how about the emotion that he showed?
I've never, ever seen Shane celebrate like that.
No, me neither. Not even when he won his U.S. Open did he celebrate like that, Jerry. Such is the meaning of the Mosconi Cup.
Well, it just means so much more when you're playing for your country. Well, Van Boning's done everything his team could ask for him to do in this rack. A real steady Eddie, Shane Van Boening. He has accomplished so much in this game, and he's got a long career ahead of him.
He's the future of pool in America, no doubt about it. 3-2, he's in front. A little emotion from the USA fans now.
Yeah, that'll put some lift in their hearts. Van Boening with a little smile. Vandenberg, determination.
But nothing like the emotion he showed us yesterday. Watch it. Never seen Van Boening do anything like that, Jerry. Tremendous. And you know something, again, that's what it means playing for your team. All that pent-up emotion and a chance to release it after you sink the last ball.
Such a lift when you win here. Such a huge disappointment when you lose. Vandenberg leaps from his chair.
Rack 6, Europe is breaking. USA leads 3-2.
And Team USA continuing to watch and hope. Europe needs one, USA needs them all. But Van Boening in the lead right now. 3-2. Watch out, cue ball. There's a pocket over there.
Start the clock.
Another look at Vandenberg's break. Cue ball kicked over into that vicinity, Jerry. And thankfully for Nick, it stays on the table. I think we're going to see our first push. There's the situation, a totally clip. So Nick is just going to roll that cue ball down. Got to be careful here, though. Doesn't want to leave Van Boening anything aggressive, even from a safety option.
Yeah, he's got to leave
out.
Van Boening a kick.
Push out
Wow, he
allowed,
left him a long
USA's
shot.
option.
Jim, he's going to let him see the one ball.
Dead straight in. And again, I think what Nick is gambling on is that Shane may not get position even if he gets this. If it is dead straight. Wow, what a test of cueing here.
Only a third of the cue ball with which to work.
Extension, please.
Shane wants a little more time to study this one. Big shot. And it drops. The push out from Vandenberg did not develop the way he had intended, and now Van Boening has quite an opportunity ahead of him.
Yes, in the partypoker.net Mosconi Cup, Nick Vandenberg called Shane Van Boening, and Van Boening showed him his cards.
Van Boening takes care of the 4 ball. The 5 ball will be no problem at all. Wants to put the 6 ball in the corner opposite where he's about to deposit this 5.
Superman right now out there at the table.
This is huge for Team USA.
9 down, and the South Dakota kid, Shane Van Boening, a 4-2 lead. American hopes flying high here on day 4 at the Mosconi Cup. Plenty of pool action still coming your way. Hoping you'll join us.
Welcome back to the Mosconi Cup and Shane Van Boning's efforts to keep his side in contention. He needs to win, and he has to hope that his teammates can follow suit. Every match a must-win encounter for the Americans, as the Europeans are just a point away from overall victory. Van Boening needs just 2 racks for a vital point.
Rack 7, USA breaking, leading 4 games to 2.
And Van Boening with the break, looking to try and increase the lead. It's a race to 6 for the point that would keep USA alive in this year's Mosconi Cup. 10-5 the overall score, 11 points needed to sip from it. And the champagne is on ice.
Van Boening has made a legal break. You can take a look here. And that one ball obediently falls into the side pocket as it's supposed to. Another long shot on the 2, though, Jim.
Yeah, how about the last rack, Jerry, where Vandenberg pushed out, left Shane the long, difficult one, and Shane stepped up, took his time, and planted it to the bottom of this table.
Yeah, Vandenberg's made 2 mistakes in this match. The first, of course, was that missed 8 ball. So he's got some forgetting to do here. He's got to get back to the work at hand.
Second was to underestimate Van Boening.
Exactly. All he can do is watch. Van Boening on a march to the hill. I don't believe Nick Vandenberg will be rising from his chair for the rest of this rack.
Looks like it's going to be a replay of yesterday's result. 5-2, Van Boening's going to be in front. You really can't see Vandenberg coming back from that score.
Van Boening standing on the hill. 5-2 now in our race to 6, and Vandenberg really has his work cut out for him. It would be a miracle for him to come back from this deficit.
Yeah, Shane knows, even though it's Nick Vandenberg to break in the next, Shane knows that he's got a couple breaks still in his hip pocket. And you know, Vandenberg can't afford a miss. He's thrown the gauntlet down. Van Boening's picked it up and slapped him with it.
Yeah, that push out really was an insult to Van Boening, to say that I don't think you can make this shot.
Now, it was Nick Vandenberg that, for me, played the biggest match in this year's Mosconi Cup when he beat Archer at 4-4.
Rack 8.
That's
Team
when
Europe is
everything
breaking.
went
USA
lopsided
leads
for
5-2.
Team USA. And Nick at the table. Rack number 8.
Trying to claw one back here. He's got a legal break. And he's got a shot on the 2, and Jim, he's going to have to play a combination on that 3 ball.
Yes, it looks like the 3-5 combination Nick's having a look at right now does go. But there's not a lot of room for error there.
Yeah, the real problem there is where the 3-ball winds up. It could wind up funny on that 8-ball and present a huge problem. So he has really got to control what happens to that 3-ball when he shoots that combo.
He's got to be a little careful here, too. It almost looks like making the 2 the natural angle. He's had a look to try and draw out of that corner pocket. It's tough for him to get right behind the 3 from this position, Jerry, and I think that's what's concerning him.
Well, he's having a go at it. Does the 9-ball kill him?
Yeah, he tried to load that up with tons of right-hand English. And I think the 9-ball has come to Shane Van Boning's aid.
It certainly has. Now, is it better to take the intentional foul here and push that 9-ball up on this side of the 3?
Not a bad call, Jerry. He's looking to hit this simply because if he does hit it flush, he'll make the 5. But he's brought Shane out of his chair.
Brought Shane out of his chair with a tough bank shot. Shane, however, could play a safety where he draws that cue ball down under the 5. He does have a big side pocket. The 6-ball would act as a bit of a bumper to push the ball in.
You know, as one-sided as the score is at 10-5 in favor of Europe, you know Europe wants to get out of here. They don't want to give America a sniff because they are well aware of the talent that Team USA possess.
And we all know how important momentum is. Whoa, what a shot.
Should be a match winner. Worth another look. Tremendous bank, and the position to the 4 came with it.
Van Boning's ready to go take a rest. Just needs to bring the cue ball back past the middle of the table. That'll do.
Jerry and I talked about that. Something that if in the first 2 or 3 matches, it has to be brought up.
Watch the speed.
Perfect position on the 7. Shane's in cruise control right now. Cheats the pocket. This one's done, Jerry.
Have to agree with you, Jim. Shane will give America point number 6. Big smile from the South Dakota kid. And it deserves a big smile as Van Boning once again celebrates a win, one they had to have and one that he delivered. 10-6 now, the European lead. And next up, Archer versus Appleton.